The following is a Nightfall Media production. For more information, check out nightfallmedia.io. Star Wars Nightfall is a not-for-profit RPG actual play podcast set in the Star Wars universe. Nightfall claims no relationship with Disney, Lucasfilm, or any of their partners or affiliates. Nightfall can be found online at starwarsnightfall.com or twitch.tv/StarWarsNightfall. The following episode contains strong language and simulated acts of violence. Listener discretion is advised.
May the Force be with you.
The war between the Republic and the Separatists rages on. With no end in sight, both sides look to desperate measures to end the conflict. In the heat of battle, Jedi Padawan Mal'IA, trained in the lost art of battle meditation, has gone missing. Jedi Knight Daelen Gault, with the help of Ghruul, Kinari, and Kreedo, must now track a Dark Jedi across the galaxy. You are listening to Chapter 7 of the Book of Daelen Gault. The Book of Daelen Gault stars Rob Hunter as Daelen Gault, Richard Caposell as Kinari, Justin Chapman as Kreedo, Paden as GHRUUL, and myself, Zakk Saam, as the Galaxy Master. Post-nut clarity is just coming to your senses. Until we meet again! Paden? Question of the day?
Question of the day! Who wins in a fight? Iron Man or Darth Vader?
Vader.
Probably.
I don't know.
I'm going to go with Iron Man. I feel like he'd find a way to outsmart Vader.
Yeah, Vader's not, like, super smart.
No, he's just raw power. Raw power and emotion is what Vader runs on.
Yeah, not far from the Mandarin, too. Power set.
I kind of agree, but
Having a hard time.
I just feel like Darth Vader would just be too powerful and he could just rip off his armor.
That's why I'm having a hard time not imagining just him being crushed.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Vader now.
I'm sticking with it. Fuck it.
If
Force
Iron
crush.
Man had time to prepare, I think he might have more of a fair chance.
Batman had
some like
Yeah, but if Vader has time to prepare, he just tugs that little, like, magnet off his chest.
If Batman
Or
had
chokes
an
him
hour
from
to
a
prepare, he could
mile
kill
away.
everyone in the Star Wars universe.
Batman.
You're right. If you give Batman a handicap, he's equal to Superman.
Mm-hmm.
That means he's better. That was for Brent out there in case he's listening.
I love you, Brent.
He's spiraling right now. Somewhere he just shut off his tattoo machine. He's like, God damn it.
So last time we played, I don't recall. I know you guys fought a Dark Jedi.
Yeah, so we
Fought
fought to get away
I was
is
about
more
to say,
accurate.
fought is a very loose term in this sense.
He had a gift for us and it was our own shit. He handed our shit to us.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think I had a total of like, I think
8?
18. So it was 8.
I think you had 8 HP left.
No. I'm talking about like number of turns. Yeah. Like there was like 8 turns in that combat and I had gem so I tried to hit every time. I didn't hit a single fucking time, audience. If you're paying attention, I didn't hit once.
I remember the super core details of Daelen ran around the corner of a building, which was super duper cinematic and cool. And I yeeted a monkey lizard off of a parking garage.
That is true. Yeah.
You also died.
Yeah, I did do that. That's right. That did happen. Sorry.
With style.
I took too much damage up here. Forgot that happened.
Yeah, but we managed to get away and
I think they got away.
Yeah.
Well, we ran from the rooftop.
Right.
And then
After
Ace
I
from
had
Arrow.
ducked around the ship. Like I ducked underneath the landing, like the boarding bridge, the thing that comes down. Someone help me out.
Landing ramp.
Thank you. The landing ramp. I ducked underneath it and hit a tracking device in the landing gear, hopefully hiding it.
Right.
And then joined the combat where I got my force power rebuked in my face, crushed almost to death. And I ran off the cliff of the building, kind of wall running around to where they were climbing down. We then escaped, and now we are, I believe, going back to our ship to track
Yes.
the ship.
Yes, please.
Yeah, right? Yeah. No, I had the same reaction.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? You guys, I believe, are still at the top level of the docking
We
starport.
were climbing down,
Yeah.
just
Right.
haven't gotten away.
Okay.
What was
We have a ship.
Yeah.
You do have a
we
ship.
have a ship.
Oh, we do.
Steal it.
You didn't steal it.
Just test
No, you
drive.
did. You just brought it back.
No, wait. You almost did, but we did kind of steal the money.
Morals got in the way.
Did we? What did we do?
He fucking made a deal with someone in the trade union,
Oh yeah.
or trade federation.
Oh, he sold part of his business
It's not
Yeah.
stealing. It's just
for a lot
bad
of money.
business.
Under new
It's
management.
stealing. It's embezzlement.
It'll come back around.
Is selling a company embezzlement?
Is if you're not going to return their investment, it is.
We have
I see.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's doing it legit, but you know it. You've realized that. Yeah.
our shareholders will be quite satisfied.
I think we need to get back to the ship, or whatever you procured. They're getting out of here, and we need to know where.
I'm unconscious.
I'm not.
You guys are just talking over his body.
I agree. I'm not in the best of shape right now.
Did one of you have him like fireman
Yeah.
style? That's
He's over my
awesome.
shoulder.
I forgot about that. Okay.
we need to get back for Ghruul, and also I'm not doing so hot.
Nor am I.
You guys got beat up back there, didn't you?
Yes.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we need to go.
Come on, let's hurry.
Let's get back to the ship, though.
Yes, we need to go. So
Does anyone know where the ship is?
it wasn't there when we purchased it.
You probably would. You were with me.
I don't remember.
If you don't remember, perhaps we could just ask around for what I assume is the sleaziest ship dealer, knowing Ghruul located it.
Well, given the fact that Ghruul recently came into a lot of money, it's actually not as sleazy as you would expect.
Oh, right.
But I think we left it at the lot, so let's head back.
All right. Do you want to stop? How far away is it? I wonder if we should meditate for a moment, see if possibly we have no med packs to stabilize him. Is it like a D something hours till he wakes up? How does that work?
I think it would serve us better if we were to meditate in the safety of the ship.
Smart.
2 things.
I don't think I have anything to help you either.
We must hurry. I have vital transfer, though. I could actually probably do something
But
with
you
that.
need health, don't you?
Yeah, but if I meditate first, I can give him
Okay, so we
health.
can get him back in the ship.
Yes, I spent money before this, so I have 2 med packs on my body.
Cool. Wish we knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to make your way back to the ship. You get a lot of quizzical looks as you're traveling through the streets with the body slung over your shoulder, but nobody's going to approach you about it.
Let us hasten. We're getting a lot of looks here.
Are you sure this is the way?
No, we're just gonna go. Let's just go.
Justin.
Yeah, let's just go. If we get
Yeah.
intercepted, then
We got to deal with it at
I
the time.
got a couple tricks up my
You
sleeve.
guys get to the new ship. I can't remember what type of ship it
I
is.
made it.
It was a
I don't know if it was a
YT
13.
1100
1100?
Yeah, because I missed
because it wasn't a 1300.
Was it a nicer
Yeah, the
class, or was it that same Phantom class that we used, the made up one? Omega?
No, it was not an Omega.
It wasn't an
that's like
Omega.
a shuttle.
It was a YT 1100. And so
You guys are on the ship.
Okay.
I need to take a moment.
Yes, put him down. Put him down here. I imagine like if it has a similar kind of lounge area. We
Yeah.
Get him down.
It does have built-in smuggler's hatches and stuff, though.
Oh.
And didn't have guns, because that was like the only thing I asked. That was like the one bar I was looking for, was a ship with guns.
I think it had
they're
like one gunner seat, if anything.
No, because it's a made-up ship, right?
It has a gun. Fuck it.
It has a gun.
So when he gets laid down, I am going to kind of address his wounds and see how bad they are.
Kinari is going to set him down and then immediately go into another room to meditate.
Okay, make a medicine check.
Treat injury.
Treat injury.
Yep. So we are doing that. What happened? What are we doing now?
I'm gonna start the ship. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start it.
Yeah, it's the first roll. As I grab him to lay him down, my thumb goes right into the wound. I rolled a 1,
Zakk.
which I'm not even sure. I think that might hurt.
Zack's just like, spend another force point or die.
I'm not kidding. That might even be a thing.
I want to start the ship.
What?
I want to start the
I'm
ship.
not trained to revivify.
Okay. Do I have to roll on it?
Trained
No,
only,
you just do
trained
it.
Only. So yeah, I don't think I could actually do any of these things because I'm not trained in it. But I could. I have no idea how you're injured.
There's a thing that happens if you fail a treat injury by more than 5.
I was gonna look that up, but technically I'm not able to do any of those because I'm not. Long-term care I could fail. I think long-term care is the only thing that I'm not sure what I was doing. I realized.
First aid, revivify.
First aid requires med pack and revivify requires train.
Technically, couldn't he take a 20?
I didn't. I rolled.
Well, like now, but like
He theoretically yes.
I rolled it though.
You rolled it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You went
No,
to
it's fair.
treat.
No regrets.
You went to try and help, and you punched him in the face instead.
Yeah. I'm just slapping and be like, wake up!
wake up!
Ghruul, don't let Kreedo pilot this thing. Actually, maybe you should rest.
You notice that the ship is already turned on,
Oh, great.
and it sounds like it's beginning to hover.
Is anyone trained in first aid?
You can take 10 on a treat injury check, but you cannot take 20.
I am very much not trained in first
I love
aid.
how all of that fell out of my head since playing Mimi.
Who has the tracker? Who has it?
The tracker's on the ship.
It's on the trip. How do you use it? I've never used one before.
I think this is kind of Ghruul's department. We need to get him awake.
We gotta track this ship, or we're never gonna find it.
Just wants to heal right now.
We're so frustrated.
Well, see, now Kreedo's invested in getting me up.
I have expert tracker, if that helps.
It does help, probably.
Well, it says it takes 50% less time,
Okay.
and then it says it removes a setback dice per rank. I don't know what that means. A setback dice.
You might be playing a different game.
Oh, that is a different
Yeah.
game. Never mind. That is. That's FFG. I don't know what that is.
Fantasy Flight games.
Oh,
that's
fitness.
The
one
other
with the
Star Wars game.
Weird dice.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, hold on.
Did you make a character in a different system?
No.
It's here.
No,
It's just the
it's,
same name.
that would be
You don't
fucking
take a
wild.
penalty to survival checks when you're moving at full speed.
oh, okay.
So you don't move slower when tracking
Yeah, so
someone.
you'd make a survival instead of a use computer.
Okay.
hey.
19 plus 17.
Oh,
So that's 35.
Okay, so with the 35, you were going to know instantly that you cannot track a ship while it is still in hyperdrive or in hyperspace, but you do have the kind of launch vector that it took off at.
Okay. I want to.
So you would know what direction it's heading, but you wouldn't know like where along that theoretical line that it is.
I want to set off in that direction as fast as possible.
Make a pilot check.
Okay.
is he alone in the cockpit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Is it possible to
Justin does his best work alone, okay?
This is very true. This is when he fails and like the cockpit rips off from the rest of the ship and he keeps going just fine.
23.
Do an ATSD. What?
23.
Okay, yeah, you take off and you're very confident that you are along that same trajectory.
Okay, we're set now.
do you have a dogfight in hyperdrive with someone?
No.
Okay.
It sounds awful.
Yeah, it's not
Give Disney
scary as
another
shit.
couple movies. That'll probably happen.
Yeah.
So you guys have some time. It's going to be a while.
Yeah.
So you need to get trancing.
Yeah, I'm trancing right now.
Trancing hard, bro. So what do you see when you enter this force trance?
What was the name of the Sith that we fought?
You were introduced to him as Dorath Portard.
So I see images of Dorath Potard. I would assume probably like flashing images, like tainted with a little bit of anger. And part of this trance is me trying to realize that the anger didn't serve me. That like it didn't help that I got angrier, you know, like it might have even made it worse given the situation we were in.
Okay, so as Dorath is standing in front of you, you can kind of hear what you remember his voice sounding like, and he is going to try and draw you to the dark side. Make a use the force check.
That is a 25.
So you are going to resist his attempt, and you will lose one dark side point.
Okay. What does he say to me?
Look at yourself, you're weak. I am strong, and I have nearly destroyed you in just a single moment. Join the dark side, and I can show you how to do this. I can make you strong.
I think Kinari in his head says to him, "Your version of strength is not one I wish to attain. Your version of strength is only singular and self-centered. It is not worth my time when I have people I need to protect."
And as you say that, the image of him wipes away like smoke in the wind.
I want to do this again.
Okay.
So that means I get 9 times 2 is 18. 18 times 8 is...
Almost 160. 150.
144. I am back up to full. Thank fucking God. I am so happy I took that fucking force technique.
Did you do the full trance?
What do you mean?
Did you do like the standard action, or did you do it for like 4 hours?
8 hours.
Yeah, we can place other people in force trances too.
Oh, really?
So while you're doing that, I'm going to put him into a force trance, but I don't know, he remains in a coma. I assume I literally sit there.
Would I be able to use some of the extra health on my vital transfer?
I can bring him out as a swift.
Yeah.
Because I got 144, I only have 89 total health. I don't know if you'd allow that or not. Yeah.
So each hour the target remains in the... You can place a target adjacent willing. Ooh, he's unconscious. That might be a problem. You touch into a force trance with a DC 15, use the force check. In this state, the target ally rests as though in a deep coma and is considered helpless. So that might not work. Each hour the target remains in the force trance, the target regains a number of hit points equal to its character level. You can bring the adjacent ally out of a force trance with a swift action. The target cannot otherwise come out of the force trance on their own. If the target remains in the force trance for 4 hours, they get fully rested. While the target ally is in the force trance, it can go 10 times as long without food or air. So yeah, it doesn't say what that does to me while you're in the force trance. And I don't know if you can be willing when you're unconscious. That's legally, I think, a no-go.
Yeah. I can vital transfer him when I get out of my trance.
Okay, cool.
What's the flight like?
I think it's good. It's going good now.
What are you doing while the ship is in hyperspace?
Casually, sometimes I'll look back and I'll see that they're two just sitting on the floor, I think, right? You guys are just sitting on the floor when you meditate, I think.
So, yeah, I would have to drop into a trance for myself, but I would probably only do like 4 hours.
4 hours.
Because I want to check on him. So I probably would be doing like, I probably want a long rest. So yeah, I'll do 4 hours and then wake up to make sure he's okay. Plus there's something else I want to do before we get there. But yeah, you'd still be in a trance, and I guess you have it on autopilot. Are you coming back with us, or?
Going back where?
Like, we're back in the, like the lounging area.
No, I'm gonna leave you guys to that.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna go check on Ghruul.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The cast here at Nightfall Media is proud to present our Patreon, a place to create new experiences while exploring our past journeys.
With content like the Raincor's Pit, an after show where the cast breaks down the most recent episode, and an inside look to the cast outside of the show.
See the cast you love put on a show in other TTRPG systems. Listen to them as they play as scoundrel pirates in Pirateborg, or listen to them as classic adventurers in D&D 5e.
Furthermore, the cast has loads of ideas for your own TTRPGs at home. Try out one of Rob Hunter's fully written out characters, or visit Paden Castle's Vault of Magic Items.
A handful of shows for your viewing pleasure, and take-home goodies for your own TTRPG adventures. All of this for just $3.
Still hungry for more content? Join our Discord server where you can interact with other fans of the show, get notifications of when the cast streams, and updates on Nightfall Media directly from the cast. Hope to see you there.
So then when I come out of my trance for the first time, which I haven't healed, I will in a second, knowing that I didn't do well in first aid, can I do a perception check to see if he looks like he's getting worse? Or would that still be medicine?
It'd still be treat injury.
Okay. I'm just going to do it. I just don't want to touch him. 22.
He is improving steadily.
Okay. I'm placing my hand kind of on your chest now that I'm convinced that I won't accidentally hurt you further. I'm sorry, friend. I know that you seem to be a strong combatant, but I did not know what I was leading us into. Had it not been for Kinari's haste, I could have let these enemies get ahead of us. And I'm just glad you're all right. And I sit there for a moment, my mind starts to kind of wander about this foe, this Dark Jedi, and how he just tossed us away. And I'm imagining Malia bound aboard that ship. I know last time I tried to reach out to her, I couldn't really see much, as though she was kind of, I imagine, like a bag over her head or kept in a dark room. And that's when it kind of dawns on me that he might be the one to spy on. But he's intimidating, powerful in the Force, possibly the Senator. Yeah, I close my eyes without what is probably an accurate amount of thinking this through. I'm not sure this will work, because I think he might have another... What is
the fuck
creature?
is he trying to say?
Yelsamiri? Yelsamiri.
Yelsamari?
Yeah. At the very least, I might find out if he has one, because I want to try to use far-seeing on Aegis Vulnero.
Okay.
I think this is
I think we got rid of his one.
His one, though.
Yeah, but we would have felt if there was any more on the ship.
Doesn't have to be on
possibly.
that ship.
All right. Yeah, we're not certain that he's on that ship. Doroth could have set off alone. So I'm going to make a use the Force check. I got a 27. Against the will defense, to sense whether the target is alive or dead and get a vague sense of its immediate surroundings, what it's doing, any strong emotions it's presently feeling. I would like to point out, if it's dead, I would know also. So just let me know that
you do not sense anything.
He's dead. I knew he has one of those.
Or he's got an insanely high wisdom.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like that idea. That's a lot scarier for some reason.
Or maybe the First works in mysterious ways through hyperspace.
This is suspicious, though.
That would probably set off alarm bells.
Honestly, my goal there was to narrow it down to he has another creature, or he's way more powerful, and at least now we know to respect him, because I had every confidence.
Would you say that takes
my eyes open back up, unable to make any sort of connection. It could mean he's dead too, but no, because I know if he was dead, I couldn't even reach him. Looking down at Ghruul one last time before I kind of get up and start pacing, I'm just going to stare at his... He's still grinning for some reason, and it's very
it's unsettling.
Even while unconscious.
My hand on your chest still. What have I gotten us into? And I just get up and continue pacing and wait for us to arrive.
So before that, Kinari is going to wake up, I'm assuming. It's going to take more than 8 hours?
No, it'll take 8 hours.
Yeah, I probably took us about 6 hours, so...
Okay. I want to do vital transfer on Ghruul. So Kinari is going to wake up with a renewed sense of direction. A renewed sense of direction. He had a really bad time in the last fight, and now he's feeling like maybe he can come back from that. And he's going to walk over to Ghruul and do what he does best and protect his allies with vital transfer. So I make a use the Force check to start off. 27. So at DC 25, the target heals hit points equal to 4 times its character level.
Okay.
And then I am also going to use a Force point to negate any damage I would have taken from that.
Okay.
Can I check our tracker?
Yeah, you would have to pull out of hyperspace to do it.
Oh, is it worth it?
That's pretty good healing.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you pull the ship out of hyperspace and you are in deep space. There are no planets around you. It's just stars.
Okay, I would like to check.
Okay, make a survival check.
Survival. Okay.
Does he wake
Feeling the shift in the ship, I probably would head up there.
Okay.
I'll give him some time because it's...
Does Ghruul wake up after the vital transfer or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. So as Ghruul opens his eyes, he immediately jolts right up, like immediately to a sitting position. Hey.
I got
You're all right, friend.
I'm glad to see that what I did helped.
Oh, and then he takes his hood off.
Thought we lost you there.
Yeah, well, I thought I was lost too.
And then Kinari's gonna extend a hand to help him get up.
And as Ghruul gets up, he goes, "Thank you guys. You totally could have left me just there, but you didn't."
Well, you may not be the best of people, but you are at least a worthy ally.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It's the best you're gonna get.
And an absolute terror in the battlefield.
You did try to steal a ship that we had the money for.
Well, stealing, it's hard to define stealing.
I'm going to lean into you, so try to whisper this so Kinari can't hear. I'm going to whisper, I have fought Count Dooku, and you, sir, scare the shit out of me. And I'm going to, we feel the ship kind of jolt as we drop out of hyperspace, and I'm going to nod to Kinari and head up to the cockpit.
I'm going to follow suit.
So, as you check the tracker, you are going to find that the yacht you have been chasing has landed on an uninhabited star system among the ash worlds of the Outer Rim territories.
It sounds so epic.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
What's the name? What's the name of the planet?
Kofarin 5.
Kofarin 5?
5.
Okay.
In the Outer Rim?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Among the ash worlds.
Among the ash worlds.
How far out from it are we at this point?
Probably about 2 hours.
Okay.
If you go back to hyperspace.
So, what I missed while I was out? Where are we headed?
We got you back to the ship. Are you in the cockpit now, or are you just alone talking in the lounge?
Well, I like to imagine I'm loud enough. You guys can just hear me from up in as I'm approaching the cockpit. I ask, and you guys can just hear my booming voice.
We carried you back to the ship. Obviously, we've headed in the general direction, but we're stopping to see if we can get a read on the tracker.
And as I enter the cockpit, I look over to Kreedo and I go, Kreedo, you're flying? Nice skills.
Well,
I sit down in the co-pilot seat.
Thank you. I've tracked them. They're in the planet Kofarin 5, amongst the Ashen worlds, among the Outer Rim.
Can't say I've heard of it.
I've never been there, but...
Yeah.
So, galactic lore, I would like to do a check. As I try to think back, I spend the entire time trying to figure out how to spell Kofarin. I just nat one, so I'm not. My mind is not venturing past being unable to spell it.
Yes, Klulafiflin 5.
Seeing
Is that a PH? Starts with a K, a C.
Seeing Daelen do all of this and come up with nothing, Kinari's going to see if he can remember anything about this planet.
Okay. What knowledge are you making?
Galactic lore.
Do you have galactic lore?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have galactic lore and tactics because I took galactic lore before you gave me that.
Okay.
11, so 24.
So, Kofarin 5 is an uninhabited planet in the Ash Worlds. It was colonized by humans around 25,000 years ago. It sits in a region at the edge of Hutt space and is regularly raided by the Hutts for slaves.
And so there's still human settlements on this planet?
No, this one is uninhabited.
It's completely uninhabited? Yep. What do you mean by colonized then? Like they're taking resources?
So the Ash Worlds were colonized.
Oh, but this one specifically?
This one specifically has none.
Okay. So I look to everyone and I'm like, that planet is a strange one for them to head to. Out of all the Ashen planets in the Outer Rim, it's completely uninhabited, so I don't know what they would be looking for or what they would be there for to begin with.
Perhaps it's not what they're looking for, but where they're trying to hide.
You make a good point, friend.
Could they perhaps be waiting for us? I don't know how these Jedi work. Wait, they're not Jedi, though. They're something else. You call them something else, don't you?
They have possibly been trained in the ways of the Force. Well, certainly been trained in the ways of the Force, but that is no Jedi art.
One of them, at least, is trained.
Actually, I have concerns. I tried to reach out and spy on the Senator, and I could not get a grasp. Either he too is more powerful than we would imagine, or he may have more of those creatures.
So what are we looking at here? We're looking at two powerful Force users, a potential hideout of some kind. I would assume there's probably some sort of goons. I know if I were them, I would definitely have my goons posted everywhere. So we're about to go into this trap. What's our game plan?
They don't know we've tracked them, I don't think.
True.
We can't guarantee that they don't know that, though. I trust in your ability to hide the tracker, but that Sith, at the very least, was formidable enough that I am worried that he might have found it.
Plus, it's not like we're going to be able to waltz in there just wearing their armor or anything.
You go doing that, you'll get stepped on or shot by an AT. I've heard stories.
From the future.
Yes. I've heard potential plans.
I had a vision.
I met a Barthen who once told me his life's goal was to shoot a friend who was wearing stormtrooper armor. Sadistic bastard.
What a terrible friend.
I think we approach as carefully as we can and scout out the planet before we do anything more. Outside of that, I don't have any ideas.
Have either of you ever been to this area? Or possibly could you scan for nearby systems or space stations or crafts?
Well, this is kind of my vacation, so I have not been here before. I don't get out much.
I have not been to the Outer Rim, but I know some things. Hold on, let me remember.
It is not particularly far from Moncal.
Oh, really?
You might know something.
Shit. Now I have to know something.
Could I check galactic lore?
This point in the war, how devastated is Moncal?
The 82nd King of Moncala was murdered as part of a separatist plot to stir up unrest amongst the people, which is where you're at.
Kreedo, you're a bounty hunter. Your mark is on that planet. What do we do?
Well, first we proceed with caution. I don't think we should go there straight away. I feel like that's going to risk us getting found. So we should go close nearby, keep a good eye on our tracker. Hopefully they didn't find it. And if they did, that's bad news. So
the more I think about it, the more urgency I think we must have. We only know so little, and the more we wait, the more time Malia has to be in a place we can't find her.
But what chance do we have in a face-off? He just destroyed us. And if my worst fears are right, then the Senator could also be an adversary. You want to charge in? What if this puts Malia in harm's way, Kinari?
What if not acting puts her in harm's way more?
Then at least we know where she is now.
Do we? We don't have any proof that she's with the Senator.
Well, at the very least, our last one worked out pretty great. We distracted the hell out of Dorath.
I'm aware. I distracted him very well.
We could do another one of those again, Kreedo and I, we distract the big bad guys, let them chase
Ghruul,
us.
I thought you were dead.
You guys
less than an hour
around.
ago.
Death is it's relative, like many things.
It is not.
I stand before you, don't I?
Yeah, absolutely not dead.
By the graces
Yes.
of my abilities, you do.
No, we can sit around and debate plans here, but I really like that one.
he does have a point.
You want to distract them?
We can have a distraction.
I do not hate the idea. I'm just concerned it puts her in danger. You may be right. If we wait, we could lose this trail altogether.
Your concern is noted, but I can't help but think the longer we wait, the more chance Malia has to be hurt or worse.
Dead? I don't.
Just says it. Just straight out says it.
So I'm picturing we're standing just in the hallway to the cockpit. He's sitting in the chair, and I use the force and just close the cockpit. I looked at a second. I see Ghruul. Were you in the cockpit or are you on our side? It's up to you.
Do you want my honest answer? I imagine I was leaning in the doorway.
He pulls back.
Whoa!
I imagine if I was in the doorway, I would jump back into the room. I wouldn't jump forwards. I'd jump backwards.
So you're with him?
I'd be out of the cockpit.
Okay. So I looked to you for a second, like I was hoping you'd be on the other side. Kinari, only you and I have training to go up against someone trained in the Force. How do we divide this?
I think you have the right idea. I think we can't risk them being in harm's way, and he's the expert tracker. I point into the cockpit, and I think we're the best people to cause a distraction as much as I don't want to be in that situation.
Then I think our focus should be staying alive. Kinari, I know that there is no rival to your swordsmanship, but this adversary is more than a bladesman. He countered my powers without even trying. We need to first stay alive. And if the opportunity presents itself, stop him.
I cannot lie to you, friend. There is a huge part of me that wants to deal with this threat as soon as
But
possible.
you're not gambling your life. You're gambling all of ours.
I understand that, but he's going to keep chasing us. I see where you're coming from, but I don't see any room to let him continue.
If we can hold him off long enough, and they get to Malia, with her battle meditation, it may be enough to turn the tide of the fight. I trust you in combat, but I think patience will be our ally.
Patience may serve us, but I believe it will serve our enemies more.
Very well, but just know that I will not leave you. So if that battle turns, we go down together, Malia included.
Then I'll just have to make sure I don't go down.
All you get is just a nod of confidence. That's impressive.
And then Kinari, cool guy, walks away.
He just shoulder checks Ghruul.
At this point, Ghruul's like leaning up against the door nodding, and I just hit the button and the door opens.
Ghruul's like, that was bad.
I think we have a plan.
Oh, yeah? How'd your little meeting go?
Kreedo, you and Ghruul, take advantage of a distraction that me and Kinari present. Make your way into whatever compound we face and see if you can find Malia.
Sounds like a plan. Every minute we waste, is it a minute?
If you find her,
tell
her we need her support. She'll know what that means.
Support, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Let's be hasty, friend.
We need somewhere to land. Assume you two need to fight over it?
I forgot about that.
I look over and I just go, well, I am awake now, so I can drive the ship I bought again.
Well,
I can't drive my shit.
All right, pilot check to see if I land. I also, because I was going through my character sheet again, I also have hyper driven.
Nice.
Can add my scoundrel class level as a bonus on a single attack roll, skill check, or ability check.
Per day?
As long as you're on a ship.
Yeah, on a ship. All right, cool. I just have this on standby for if I fuck up. It also says the decision to add this bonus can be made after the result of the roll or the check is known. 6. Sick. So I'm gonna probably add my scoundrel level.
Should be like 7.
What is your pilot bonus?
Plus 18.
Oh, okay.
So that's a 24.
Okay, yeah. So you make it to Kofrin 5, and you discover that it is a planet of large forests, rolling hills, and grassy plains.
Can I find a nice hill to park on?
Yes. And you see it towards the edge of the horizon, a single building that appears to be sort of like a residential mansion.
Can I make a knowledge tactics check to see if I could parse out a tactical place to land on this planet? Like, not for us, but more for them.
Like where they would land, good thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's smart.
That's a 27.
You actually see the yacht parked next to the mansion. You don't see any other ships. You do find tactical locations that would be beneficial, but they appear unoccupied.
Okay. I pointed out to the rest of the group. I don't know how to.
Do you point out
in character?
A better spot to land? Like you just go like land there or something?
Yeah. So taking a closer look at the planet, I found a couple places that would be beneficial for us to land in, and I also have spotted the airship that they left on. So I think we take a position that's not too far, but definitely has some distance from them, and then we part ways with... Do we have communicators?
I do.
Yeah.
We have communicator. That's not very helpful.
We can send a word to each other or a feeling.
Word, feeling, or emotion.
Could you send that to someone who's not a Force user?
Yes.
Yeah, but they can't send it back, I don't think.
That's going to have to be the closest we can get. So...
It would be enough to be like, run.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing.
So we'll land over here, and we'll split ways. Me and Daelen can send you a message through the Force to let you know if anything goes super awry. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me.
And what will that plan be if something goes awry?
Get to the ship and get the fuck out of here.
Sounds great.
And we'll cut away to the mansion. And deep inside the bowels of the mansion, floating in the red liquid of a Bacta tank, there is a Keldor, not wearing a mask, not wearing the eye goggles. They seem to be unconscious, just floating there in the liquid. And we close in on them, we zoom in on their face, and it seems strained, it seems angry. And then their eyes bolt open. And that's where we'll end it.
Jeez. Oh.
You have just finished Chapter 7 of the Book of Daelen Gault. The Book of Daelen Gault stars Rob Hunter as Daelen Gault, Justin Chapman as Kreedo, Richard Caposell as Kinari, Paden Castle as Ghruul, and myself, Zakk Saam, as the Galaxy Master. We'll be back in just 2 weeks with Chapter 8. If you look in the show notes on every episode, you can find the link to our Discord server. It's a small but growing community of Star Wars fans, and we invite you to join us. Inside, you can chat with the cast and ask questions to be featured on our Patreon-exclusive bonus show, The Rancor's Pit. They broke the hyperspace movies. That's my only complaint about the sequels.
What do you mean they broke the hyperspace?
In old canon, the way hyperdrives worked was that if you got too close to a body, it would automatically pull you out of hyperspace. And instead, they hyperspaced 10 feet away from a planet. And made that a plot point.
Gross.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
This is honestly my only complaint. Okay, continuing.
When I'm in need of clean energy and laser focus, I take a moment to meditate, reaching out to ghost energy.
Have no fear. I'm here to provide you the focus and energy you seek. Take this can of Strabango Margarita Ghost Energy and fulfill your destiny.
My goodness, this divine liquid is clear and its flavor is superb. Is it truly vegan and gluten-free?
Indeed, young one.
Is it true that it has 0 sugar?
Not a sugar to find.
It also lists a multitude of nutritious vitamins. That can't be possible.
But it is. Ghost Energy is transparent in their labeling, making it clear to the people what they are drinking.
Then I shall meditate more often, for I shall see myself wanting more.
It is much easier than that, child. You can find it in stores near you, and find a link in the show notes of Nightfall episodes for a 20% discount on Ghost Energy products.